Hello there, it's me, Zach, with Lectio. I just wanted to do another quick review of a Bible that I have. This one is from Catholic Bible Press, and this is the NRSV-CE translation. I got this one as a gift. I didn't have an NRSV, so I had it on my list of translations that I would like to have for reference. It's not usually my first pick for a translation that I read, but I do think the NRSV-CE is good, and I like to have it for reference. This one comes in this like green color. It says that it's like a faux leather, but it does kind of have like a rubbery feel to it, so I don't know what the material is made out of, but it does have this nice design and everything here, which I think is pretty nice, and does the same kind of thing on the hubs, and then continues the design on the back. It's just a paste down liner, nothing real crazy gold gilding on the edges, and it does have a sewn binding. So one thing I do want to point out about this is this Bible usually runs anywhere from $10 to $20. I mean, you can usually get it in that price range, so kind of keep that in mind, like as we're looking at it. It does, however, from Catholic Bible Published, the Zondervan 2K Denmark typeface. So, you know, there was some thought that went into it, and it does have a lot of extras. You know, it does have like a Bible dictionary in the back, as well as some Bible reading plans in the back, which are pretty nice. And then it has kind of like a short concordance in the back, and it has some prayer tips and things. And then in the front matter of the Bible, it does come with a fair amount of things like Bible facts, or just different little breakdowns of like the timelines and some things of just about Catholic teaching in general. So really kind of robust for its price range. I wouldn't call it a study Bible, but you know, it has some good material that you can use to study. It has book introductions for every book as well, kind of bare bones, and it is going to be more from like an academic point of view. So it isn't going to be, you know, evangelical or things like they do things like they use BCE and CE instead of AD and BC, which I really don't like. I think that's kind of silly, especially in a Bible, but I think they were aiming this more for scholarly use or ecumenical use, and I think that's kind of just the vibe that you get from it. But like I said, the translation's good. I mean, if you're looking for an NRSV Bible and it's not your main translation, this is pretty good. My copy does have some issues, like so I have some pages marked here, which I will show you. You can see like in Genesis here, I have some printing issues. So you can see like in the title and things, and the headers at the top of the page, there is some overcast from the printing process where it didn't print very cleanly, and that's kind of throughout. I mean, and I'll show some other examples and things, but that is kind of throughout the whole Bible. Like it does have some issues like that. Let's see. Here's an example of the page thickness. I don't know what the GSM is and things, but you can see there's some regular highlighter, just a Mr. Pen, nothing special, just regular old highlighter, and a Pigma Micron that I have written on. And you can see on the other side of the page, there's about what the bleed through looks like. It's really not too bad. And I do think, I'm not an expert, but I do think that the type is, the text is line matched. So that's very nice. Where's the other bookmarker? Here we go. This is another issue that I had, is some of the pages and like the signatures do have some separation already. You can kind of see up here where it's kind of starting to come apart a little bit. And then when we go back here, there's some more print issues. And then in some of the gutter, in some of the pages, there's like glue that is kind of just over the actual signature of the bundle of pages, and it like creases in here and kind of keeps these pages stuck together. So I did have to go through and pull those apart so that it didn't like hinder when I was reading. Other things like the head and tail bands are not super great, and they kind of come away. This one's already starting to kind of come off, you can see. And then the signature, the first signature is pulled really tight here against the binding. So I don't think it's the most well constructed, but I'm not going to use it much other than for like reference. Like, it's not like really a reader for me. And then the last thing, you can see that the paper liner is starting to tear a little bit. And I've used this pretty gently, just kind of as a reference. You can see there's some of the introductions and things. Yeah, there's another in Ruth. You can see the printing issues there. But overall, I think for its price point and what I purchased it for, I think it's quite nice. If you're going to use it as your everyday Bible, I might suggest, if you are an NRSV reader, maybe get one that's a little more expensive, maybe one that's in the $20 to $30 range. You might escape some of these minor little issues, but if that kind of stuff doesn't bother you, I don't think there's any reason this wouldn't hold up. And for the price point, I don't think you can beat it. But that's my quick review for the NRSV-CE from Catholic Bible Press. Overall, pretty nice, and I hope you enjoyed.